Hey everyone, so I don't know if I've done one of these projects in a while, but I am still trying to chug along with my Thursday 3, and so I have a tray set up with post-it notes and all the supplies that I could potentially use for that particular spread, and I'm hoping to do a catch-up and then finish volume 1 of my Thursday 3. So I'll probably have January through June in here. And then I'm gonna switch to something smaller and probably simpler. A little sneak peek, this is a little hint about what I'm gonna use next for my Thursday 3. I'm excited, thanks for joining me, and here I go. All right, I am starting with May. This is the first selfie for May, and I was feeling pretty and fancy. So I wound up with 2 pictures that I wanted to use. I also have this pink paper from Cocoa Daisy that I want to use, despite the big old hole at the top or the missing piece at the top. I was probably cutting out the other side with the origami paper airplane, something like that, whatever they are. I'm still going to use the paper and because it's perfect. I am matting my photo on some black paper, and then I'm using a circle punch for to add emphasis to that flare that says life is good or something like that. And for all of my products, I'm continuing to use Cocoa Daisy. So it's Cocoa Daisy, and then the journaling cards are the Awesome Ladies, Kristin's shop, and then the flares are Scrap and Happy Studio. So 3 main components to get this project done. Stick to those, and then I can just keep moving forward. I had these fun little foam words and hearts from Cocoa Daisy, and I am going to use those as well. And it seems like throughout the month of May, I wind up using butterflies. So I think I'm gonna use some butterflies in a little bit to decorate this spread. Right now, I just fussy cut a little tiny camera sticker that I wanted to use up. Now I am going to stamp 1,000,000 butterflies in the different colors that I could potentially use. And then I am going to go ahead and fussy cut them out. I'm also stamping 2 stamp sentiments. I think one says May, and I put on my arthritis gloves. That way it would help me when I am fussy cutting out these butterflies. And then I can start to adhere down the currently card and also the stamp sentiments that I have as well. I wanted to make sure that I emphasize that this was the start of May, so that's why I have a sentiment for that. And then I am going to scatter the butterflies throughout this spread and wrap up this one and then move on to the next one. So I have some purple and some pink and some gray butterflies. I've mentioned this before in other videos, but I absolutely love butterflies, and I love decorating my spreads with butterflies whenever the chance presents itself. So that is why I'm always using butterflies. All right, so that one's done. Usually just focusing on clusters by the different photos and then one on the currently card. So that's what I'm doing. For this one, I went very simple. I had a fun pattern paper for the left side. It almost reminds me of like a whitewashed wall, and I really liked it. So I'm going to use that paper. And then on the right side, I have some of this dark green paper. It's like, to me, it's a green color, but I'm going to go ahead and use that behind my photo. And then I'm going to use a few green die cuts that I found and then some black flares. So this spread is definitely on the very simple side, but I'm totally okay with that. It turned out great, and I just love it. I love this project. I love documenting my selfies. It's all about embracing your selfies. I think I started embracing my selfies right after I had my daughter. I was in a really big slump with just how I felt about myself, so my 2014 project was just taking more selfies and learning to embrace my selfies, and I'm so glad that I worked on that. It took me a year, but I worked on it. All right, so for my next spread, I had some fun photos that I took on a walk of myself. So I am going to stamp a bunch of sentiments with orange, yellow, and pink, stamp them all over this paper, as you can see, and then I'm going to punch out the shapes. That's something that I really like to do with stamping, is take a piece of paper and stamp, and then punch out the shape. And then that way it's something custom that I can add to my project. And you can see I'm also adding some big yellow circles. Those are actually, I think, supposed to be Post-it notes, but I am using them more as paper and another way to add another shape. So that is a fun way to use those Post-it notes, because I just love those big shapes. I put one at the top of the page with the currently, and I put one of my stamped circles as well. And then I have a fun set of flares. I'm not sure if Jenny has them in the shop, but if she does, I will link them. They're all about hustling and how she's a beast and she gets stuff done. So I love that. So with those flares in mind and my sunny selfies, that's where this color scheme all came together. So I am just working on putting in my stamped circles, and I also included a journaling card as well. And then I'm going to use that chipboard to kind of use as an arrow to point to the main photo. I think it said something wonderful is about to happen, or something about wonderful, and it was the perfect sentiment for this page. And now I'm just going to punch my holes in the project, and I'm going to move on to the next one. I just have to add it to the actual binder, and then I'm done. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing these come together. I would love a thumbs up or a subscribe if you are new to my channel. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.